Dr. Oz is working out, and he's talking to Mark Wahlberg saying, "Hey, look, bro, I'm working out, baby, on 12 hours empty stomach." You know what I'm saying? And Mark Wahlberg comes back looking all cock diesel, talk about, "Yo, I eat steak and eggs every morning. You gotta have breakfast." Blah blah blah. So basically, they're getting to the point where they're pretty much challenging each other.
I'm Earl Batman Stringer.
I'm Crystal Lewis, aka the Fit Mom.
Yeah, we're brother and sister.
But we're also something else.
We're both
About that
fit life.
Welcome to BTFL. It's your man Earl Batman Stringer, and I'm here with the Fit Mom, also my sister Crystal Lewis. And today we gonna talk about Mark Wahlberg versus Dr. Oz, the big debate over should you have breakfast. I mean, they're going back and forth with it for real. Like, Chris, I know you didn't see some of the videos, but basically, they've been going back and forth on Instagram, showing different videos. Dr. Oz, showing Mark Wahlberg. Dr. Oz is working out, and he's talking to Mark Wahlberg, saying, "Hey, look, bro, I'm working out, baby, on 12 hours empty stomach." You know what I'm saying? And Mark Wahlberg comes back looking all cock diesel, talk about, "Yo, I eat steak and eggs every morning. You gotta have breakfast." Blah blah blah. So basically, they're getting to the point where they're pretty much challenging each other on some fitness level, and they're debating over intermittent fasting, right? Mark Wahlberg is obviously not a fan of intermittent fasting, and Dr. Oz is. So when it comes to this debate, who you gonna side with? Who you going with? Mark Wahlberg versus Dr. Oz. Who's wrong? Who's right? Let's go.
First of all, I think it's super cute that they have this little competitive thing going on. In this case, it's obvious that no one's really wrong because it's working for both of them. It just depends on what kind of lifestyle you have. If you have the lifestyle like Mark Wahlberg does, where you have that personal chef and you're getting up at 2:30 in the morning just to work out, that might work for you. It's all, based on.
How the hell you know he got a personal chef, Crystal?
I'm just assuming he does. I'm assuming he would. I'm just assuming. I think I might have saw that on like a video somewhere. But anyways, but I'm siding with me personally for a normal everyday person. I'm gonna side with Dr. Oz on this one because for the longest I was breakfast for years. Like all my life, I had breakfast first thing in the morning because that's what's drilled into your head, And as I've got, basically hell in the past like 7 months, I've gotten into the intermittent fasting, and it does make sense what Dr. Oz is saying. Take all your calories, put them in a window where you're eating instead of scattering everything around. You have no direction, you have no structure, and he had mentioned something. I did see a video where he said if you eat first thing and then you end up eating a late you end up eating a later dinner, you get up in the morning, you're eating again right away. Right. It's like, for what? Typically, you're not hungry first thing in the morning. And then I gotta stop that with London because right now I'm like, "Oh, eat baby," and she's like, "I'm not hungry." And I used to do that with I almost called him his pet name with your brother-in-law. I would always be like, "You eat breakfast." Yeah. And he'd be like, "I'm not hungry." And I'm like, "Oh, you guys, But now I totally understand to where, I don't eat till 11:30, 12 o'clock because I'm getting that, having that structure. So I'm totally siding with Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
But again, it's your lifestyle. It's what works for you.
Yeah.
What you think?
I do agree. It is a lifestyle thing because I've been doing intermittent fasting for about 8 years now. And I've been doing it probably like 90% of the time out of the last 8-9 years. I've been doing intermittent fasting. I'm used to it, and I am a believer. And I like Mark Wahlberg. I love his movies. The dude is dope. He in great shape, but you don't have to have breakfast. And I'm gonna tell you why. And this is something I always tell people when it comes to intermittent fasting: is breakfast comes from breaking your fast, right? So breakfast to me might be different than breakfast for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because whenever you break your fast, it's considered breakfast. And that whole theory, like people who work, say, midnight shifts and stuff like that, their breakfast might not be when, say, your typical, you know, 6 a.m. breakfast or
Yeah.
9 a.m. breakfast. So, in my opinion, um, your breakfast is the first time you eat. Sometimes I don't eat a meal at my first meal till 7:30 at night. Sometimes 8 at night is my first meal, and I call it breakfast. And the funny thing is, actually 2 days ago, I actually made myself eggs and bacon at 9 at night, and I told Jen, I was like, man, I said no joke. I was like, this was a good ass breakfast, and it was at 9 o'clock at night, and I had eggs and bacon, and actually I think I had a waffle. Um, so that's what I'm saying. So in my opinion, you don't have to have breakfast to get good results. And the one thing that I like about intermittent fasting, I think you do too. I do
Mhm.
think it's just more effective when you work out on an empty stomach, because
Yeah.
the whole simple man's theory is if you work out fasted, you're burning fat instead of the stuff that you just ate 2 hours ago. I mean,
Exactly.
I'm sure it goes deeper, and other people be like, no, but the science behind, shut the hell up. The basic sense is if you work out on a fasted stomach, you're attacking that fat instead of burning off, what you
What
have.
you just
So
ate an hour ago.
exactly. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the theory. I mean, and it makes sense. I enjoy working out, and I'm used to working out fasted. So I'm a big fan of intermittent fasting. But yeah, I gotta go with Dr. Oz on this one. Only reason because Mark Wahlberg is really on this. You have to have breakfast. Like
Hmm.
I don't believe you have to have it, but I do. Mark, your movies are excellent. I mean, I'm just in case you see this shit. I don't want you to get twisted, but also don't get it twisted, Mark Wahlberg. I am in shape. If you watching my channel, okay, I do work now. Shit, don't get twisted. But anything else you want to say about that?
No, I'm fairly compared to you new to the whole intermittent fasting thing. But like I said, it's the way I'm gonna do things. Except for I have my weekends.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's very and then it's easy to get. You could train your body, you could train your mind to do anything, and I'm totally used to it. Like I wouldn't want to eat breakfast. If somebody brought me some breakfast right now, I'd be like, I'd put it aside and I'd warm it up later.
Oh yeah.
That's
It's
how
it's
trained I
so
am right now.
easy. It's so easy for me not to eat breakfast. It's
Yeah.
it's just like it's not. And like I said, from time to time, depends on if it's like a family thing or so. Yes, I will eat breakfast. I'm not that honed in. Like if I eat breakfast, my head gonna explode off or so, or I'm gonna
Mhm.
pass out. Intermittent fasting is just more of a lifestyle, right? Just like
Exactly.
somebody could be like a non-drinker. Like I don't consider myself a drinker, but yeah, if I go out, yeah, I can have a wine cooler, or I mean, I'm still not really a drinker. You know what I mean? Just
You
like with
said a
intermittent
wine
fasting,
cooler.
yeah, I'm like that. But what I'm trying to say. Oh, well, what do you want me to say? A vodka, a gin? I don't know the drinks. I can have a gin tonic rum. You know what I'm saying? Sex on the beach, whatever y'all be drinking. I don't know. Anyway, so that's my thing. Like with intermittent fasting, there's times you can just, like you said, on the weekends, you can sit there and be like, you know what, the hell with it. I'm just gonna start eating whenever I want. But
Hmm.
ultimately, I don't do breakfast, and I feel like you don't need it, Mark. But anyway, that wraps up this video. That's our take on it. Comment below. Let us know what you think. Who's right, Mark Wahlberg versus Dr. Oz? Also, be sure to check out our free guide, Get Fit for Cash. Shows you how you can get paid for losing weight. Who don't want to get paid? I don't know. But that wraps up. Chris, anything before you go?
Nope. I am out. I am about to work out on an empty stomach right now.
Yep, me too. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye,
Peace.
guys.
Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to check out our new free book called Get Fit for Cash. This is where you will learn how you can get paid just for losing weight.
It doesn't get any better than that. In this guide, not only is it going to show you how to reach your goal, it's going to show you how to maintain your goal and get paid for doing it.
So check it out now. GetFitForCash.com. Link in the description. Let's go.